Ready. Play.
We'll do Stefanos Tsitsipas against Etcheverry, round 1. They don't come much tougher than this for Stefanos Tsitsipas against the former French Open quarter finalist, someone who's in action as well in the Argentinian in action right now in Hamburg, where he's awaiting his semi-final opponent because he's actually already beaten Comisania, Hugo Garabelli, and Lehecka en route to the semi-finals in Hamburg. So, yeah, I think this is a really tricky one for Stefanos. Do you agree, Brenna?
I do agree. I do agree. I think it's, as we've seen, the early round majors for Tsitsipas are kind of always difficult at this point. And now you're getting a veteran Clay Korder who hasn't had the best season, but he's stacking up a few wins. Can that give him confidence? And I guess for Tsitsipas, like you just have to go back to the basics, try and think as clearly as you can in your head. But I feel like these types of matchups have been difficult. Guys with really strong backhands, consistent players. That has caused issues for Tsitsipas, I guess, over the last 12 to 16 months.
Yeah, can Tomas basically get to the backhand of Stefanos? I think he can. Can he get there as often as others like to? I think maybe not. We're not quite talking about Nadal levels here in terms of finding it, especially at Roland Garros. Interesting. I think Nadal and Tsitsipas, I think they never played at Roland Garros.
Not at RG, I don't think.
No, they played in Barcelona, definitely. They played in Australia.
Yeah, that final, yeah.
Yeah, that final in Barcelona was epic. But tangent tick. Fergus, what are your thoughts on this upcoming first round?
Yeah, I mean, Tsitsipas has got to try put those last couple majors out of his head. Obviously, hasn't had a win yet in the majors in the last two attempts since Wimbledon. Yeah, and he only won one match. It's not like so. Yeah, it's. I feel as though if the backhand isn't, if the backhand is poked and prodded as much as Etcheverry would like, then we could, see it break down quite quickly. But I'm just thinking back to that interview he did, Tsitsipas, where he's just saying how he has such little confidence in his forehand at the moment, which is his big weapon. Which is his big weapon, right? You take away his big weapon, he's got one of the best he's got such a big forehand when it's firing on tour. And when you take that away, you've got a backhand which is seriously below par in terms of tour average. And serve is very decent, but if things start breaking down, Etcheverry can feel as though he's right in this match. So yeah. But I don't know, it's tough. I think it goes 5, and then I think in a 5th set it's whoever. I think it's whoever's feeling it the most. If it's a long matchup, I think Steph probably comes through. As in, if we're hitting 4 hours, I think Steph probably comes through. But yeah, it's going to go 5, I think.
Their one encounter, so it is 1-0 head-to-head for Stefanos. Some good news for Stefanos is that it was a comfortable win. In fact, he lost just one game. I was just having a quick look to see if Etcheverry was struggling physically in that, because it is a very lopsided result. I've yet to yield any certain results regarding that. By the way, hi, Tommy. Please do hit the like button and subscribe if you are new to the channel. That would be much appreciated. But yeah, it's difficult to tell. But it was in Monte Carlo, which is Stefanos's, pretty much best tournament. In fact, not pretty much, without a shadow of doubt.
It is his best tournament, yeah.
Yeah, it's where he excels most. But I think now the dust has settled. Looking at that first round being super, super tricky for him. It's also very, very tricky for Etcheverry too. And I think I'm leaning Stefanos. Maybe not in 5, but in 4. What about you, Brenna?
Oh, gosh. I mean, to be honest, I'm not. Maybe you've talked me into leaning Etcheverry.
Oh, really? Okay.
I don't know. That's not your fault, but maybe it is.
I'm going Stefanos in the end in 4.
Right, you are.
It was just when it sort of comes out and you're like, Stefanos probably along with Rublev, along with her catch along
Her
with
catch, yeah.
Dimitrov is one of those sort of big names that are like, they really do need an easy first round or two.
All right. You don't really want to play, Etcheverry. You don't want to see him in the draw, so that makes sense. But yeah, I am with you. I'll go 5. Stefanos in 5.
Stefanos in 5 sets. Okay. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe and click that notification bell so you don't miss out on all things tennis.